Hi, and thank you for joining me for the Top Brass. If you are a leader, then you are part of the Top Brass. And I am Jennifer Holman, President of Resonance LLC, Management Consulting for Strategic Transformation. And I wanted to share with you a topic today that has been on my mind for a while now that I thought might be helpful to explore and explain a little bit about my thoughts and methodology surrounding sales, elevator pitching, things of that nature. It's one of the things that I've done in a presentation when talking about elevator pitches, which is basically, unless you seriously only have 30 seconds to a minute of somebody's time, don't launch right into a pitch as soon as you meet somebody. And it's something that I'm encountering on social media as well. People who want to connect with me, and the minute you say boo, they run into a pitch and they immediately start trying to sell you on whatever it is that they do. And trying to convert you into a client with, the initial 30 seconds of conversation that you're having. Also, people who send you a message on LinkedIn, and as soon as you respond to the message, they immediately add you to their email list. That is not a way to gain a client, at least not a way to gain me as a client. And I never advise this approach. It's like the hard sell. And most people don't respond well to that. So as a business person, what I say is I recommend just trying to connect with people, trying to find that connection. What do you have in common? What can you offer to them of value? Don't necessarily come into it as, hi, I'd like to meet you. Let me sell you what I have. And as entrepreneurs, I know we're always selling. We have to sell ourselves. It's very important that we can do that we can explain who we are, what we do, and what our value is very quickly. And we have to believe in ourselves. And we're excited and enthusiastic about what it is that we do and what it is we have to sell and offer. But try to get to know a person first. I remember doing excuse me, I remember doing a presentation one time, and it was about networking. And as soon as I walked into the room, before I even took the stage and gave the presentation, I had somebody who immediately launched into their elevator pitch, and he was stumbling all over himself because he was new at what he was doing, and it wasn't memory by rote yet. He was stumbling to come up with the right words because he had a specific pitch and he was trying to get every single word correct. And I stopped him. I said, hang on. And I shook his hand and I introduced myself and I said, tell me what you love about what you do. And he immediately lit up like a light bulb, was so excited to tell me about this great company that he just started with and what they were doing. And I said, that's it right there. I said, that's your pitch. I said, don't try to sell me. Don't try to convert me. Don't try to make me a client. Just connect to me. I'm a person. Tell me what you love about what you do. Tell me why you're passionate about what you do. Show me the value. Show me the enthusiasm and the excitement. Don't just pitch me. There are very few times where you have such a brief amount of time that you really have to pitch and go, go, go. And there are some networking events that are like that. You have 1 minute to tell a whole room who you are and what you have. And that's great. Launch your elevator pitch right then and there. But if you're speaking to somebody one-on-one, connect first. Show value first. Show an interest in them first. One of the recommendations that I've heard, which is really true, is ask somebody a question. Because what it does is it invites them to ask you a question back. And that's your opportunity that says, this person is interested in who you are and what you do, and they've asked for that information. That's when you launch. Try not to go all strong on it. And if you're on social media, don't look at the people on social media as, oh, who's my next client? Who's the next person I can pitch to? I know a lot of people are playing the numbers game. Just try to connect to as many people as you can and pitch them all, and hopefully a couple of them will convert. But what you do is you wind up just turning off people. What I would recommend, and I know in my last video episode, we talked about target market. Who is your target market? A lot of the people who are trying to connect to me on social media and pitch me have nothing that I would be interested in. I am not their target market. I am not a person who would probably ever be their client. And a lot of them do exactly what I do. And so I find it ironic because had they taken a look at my profile or my business website, they would realize that they do what I do. So I'm not looking for them to be my client. They would have been much better served by connecting to me and saying, hey, look, we're in the same space. Maybe we could talk more about what collaboration might look like if we would like to work together on certain projects or things, or Maybe because we're in the same space, there are clients that come to us that aren't right for, for me, that I might, say they should come to you, or vice versa. That would have been more appropriate. That would have been the start of a conversation. So know who your target market is. Try connecting to those people more specifically. And still, I would say, get to know them, have something to offer. Don't just launch into, hey, I want to get to know you. And the second the person says hello, you pitch or you add them to your mass marketing list. Try to be thoughtful, try to be mindful. Think about how you like to be treated. Think about what resonates most with you. This is, a lot of us go into business to try to solve a problem or to fix, have a solution to something that has bothered us, to something we have had, a challenge we have encountered. And so most likely part of your target market are people just like yourself. So think about that. How do you want to be approached? What types of people do you want to be approached by? And what type of salesmanship do you want? Do you want someone who's going to just launch right into a pitch? Probably not. Then that's probably not the right method for you to go with, because you need to learn how to talk to the people who are in your target market. So do a little research, do a little background check, find out who is in your target market before you just start pitching willy-nilly. Make sure you're speaking to the appropriate people who would want and value your business or product or services, and talk to them like they're a person. We are all people. So don't just launch and try to do a sale. Launch and try to make a connection. So that is my suggestion for you for this week on the Top Brass. And I would love to hear from you. Let me know what you think about this video series. If you have any other topics that you think you would love to have more advice or suggestions about, you can make comments on the video. You can send me an email at jennifer@resonance.us. I do executive coaching, strategic planning, organizational development. If I can help you or your organization be stronger, please reach out. If I can make these videos more beneficial to you, please make some recommendations of things you'd like me to talk about. Thanks so much, and I hope you have a great week.